Welcome to the name game. Workout 206 is Cat Box. 6 rounds with 2 minutes on, 1 minute off. You'll start with 1 rope climb from seated to 12 feet, then 2 rope climbs, then 3 hand release box get overs to 40 inches for males and females, and then 4 Burpee Box Get Overs. And then in the remainder of that 2-minute window, you'll complete max AirBike Calories. Your score will be your total reps, including the buy-in.
Oh, what? I'm a cat?
Ah! You got the cat box!
Forging elite health, 1 Achilles at a time. And we're off. So, this is obviously myself and Eric, who is a coach with us at Lumber Capital. This is going to be a camp workout. So 12-foot ropes inside. The first one's going to be performed from seated on the floor. And the deal is you have to be able to climb up high enough, obviously, to be able to establish a leg lock. That's only rep number 1. It's coming off the rest period, so hopefully people can figure that out. Honestly, we both kind of agreed. I mean, we're both decent upper body pullers, and it was like a non-factor for both of us.
Is this, I'm trying to, Ben, is this going to end up being about a 1-to-1 here, work to rest? Or not work to rest, but like work to air bike?
It depends who you are.
Well, I mean, for
us,
you specifically,
it was.
yeah.
So the first round here, we did, actually, I think it might have been the first 2 rounds we did, or maybe 3. Maybe just 2.
Nobody knows.
We did an extra Burpee Box Get Over. So I think that the last couple rounds we were like on by right around the minute mark.
Okay.
Again, we were both moving pretty good, but I think for a lot of the guys especially, like the gymnastics isn't that much. It's not that challenging, and the box is not enough where you really have to respect it much. So it's just kind of like managing your pace on the bike for the guys. I think for the girls, it'll be a little bit of a different workout, especially those who have to manage their grip and pulling fatigue a bit more.
They can't be as disrespectful to the box, probably.
That's right. Disrespect that box. I cut off about 30 seconds out of each one of these, by the way.
What if I want to watch your entire rest?
Sorry.
Did you feel the pulling at all, Ben? Like any fatigue in your upper body? No?
No. Because literally, if you can like get your feet way up by your good jump and get your feet way up by your hands on the second 2 reps, you can literally do the whole thing in one pull.
One pull, yeah.
To 12 feet. Let's see if this rep's any good. 1 pull.
That baby pull, Ben. You gotta get it up. You gotta get up there, bro.
That one was a little better.
There you go.
Don't worry, we have new ropes now for the gym, so we won't make a mess on the floor.
Oh yeah, those.
I was like literally inhaling
messy.
like the fibers of the rope. It was awful.
Also, is there anything worse as a gym owner than finishing
nothing
rope
worse.
climb day and you're like just like what is this? Why did you guys do this? But it happens every time.
Especially if it's in like summertime, because then the fans blow it all over the gym and
Yes.
it's everywhere.
Yes, it's the worst.
Yeah, we were to the point where I was like, yeah, I'm not programming any more rope climb workouts for class until we get new ones. I'm just not going to do it. So that was like right at the 4-minute mark here that we jumped on.
Okay.
How many calories on the bike are you getting on average?
I have a photo of it. I think I can throw at the end. I think it was like 17 to 20 maybe. Mainly 17 is like the last one, like 20. I think Eric was like, he was pretty close to me. He went 15 to 17. Sorry if I got that wrong.
This is a workout. If you're a bigger athlete, you can just like really crush the score here.
Well, yeah, you could take you could almost just kind of be methodical on the buy-in portion, and then really open up the bike to 90 RPMs, and then just kind of cruise the rest of the time, and you'll get a very similar calorie count to somebody who takes the approach that we are here, move through fast through the buy-in, and sort of just be more at a moderate pace for the full minute almost.
Yeah. Well, even to the effect of the rope climb volume, if you're a bigger athlete and pretty fit, it's not a lot, and it's 12 feet. So like you said, you can easily, if you're 6 foot, one pull is an afterthought. And then the height of the box is a non-issue too. So yeah, if you can move smooth enough or quick enough without spiking your heart rate in the first portion, then you just can hammer the bike on the back half. Because guys like that, it's there's some guys you watch them just they're slaughtering the bike, and it's how are you nearly recovered in a minute? The pace you held, I'd be on the floor.
We did a 25 cal bike challenge because one of the strength coaches here does Friday competitions with the teams during their off season. So the volleyball team, yeah, it's actually kind of fun to see the crazy shit he comes up with. But they did a 25 cal bike challenge a few weeks ago. One of the girls, she got 25 cals in 26 seconds.
Oh my!
Which
gosh.
For someone who's
volleyball
for someone
that can be
who's never
explosive.
touched the Echo bike, it is crazy.
She's
to think
probably
about.
6'2" though.
She's a beast. Yeah, first time front squatting I think was 185 pounds. First time ever squatting with a barbell.
Wow.
And it took 10 seconds to lower to the floor because she was so tall.
Yeah.
Day, it's probably hilarious seeing you stand next to some of those athletes.
Oh man, it's so funny. The only team that I'm all right, I feel like I could look everyone in their eyes without having to look up is gymnastics.
I was going to say equestrian.
Yeah, you're probably all taller. You're probably taller than most of them.
Actually, a lot of the gymnasts, yeah.
So I'm probably 2-3 RPMs over 10-minute pace here, which is hard but repeatable.
Yeah.
It's definitely metabolic. I was this might be you ever I mean, maybe this is just me because I tend to do this a lot, but I'm this is a little out of left field. It's kind of I don't hope it's not cheesy. And then you do the workout and you're oh, that was hard. This is one of those workouts.
I don't know that I've ever met a workout that ended with max anything on a piece of cardio equipment that I've walked out that wasn't bad. Because anything on the bike, the rower, the ski, it's a lot of your limiter, if you've been doing CrossFit for longer than 30 seconds, is just your fitness and your desire. You know what I mean?
Desire.
Yeah. Just
All right, take a look at this seated. So it was I probably didn't even need 4 pulls of the legless rope climb technique to get up high enough where you can get your feet underneath you. So, I mean, it's just not that much.
Yeah.
Which, again, for people who are maybe worried about it or they're I don't know, it's a new movement. Again, you're coming off the rest period and think of it as 4, maybe 5 pulls of that legless rope climb kind of technique to get up to the height that you need to. And then it's just 2 short rope climbs from there.
Yeah. There will be some people who struggle with that. And I don't mean your standard people who lack the upper body pulling strength, but because you're started from a seating position, if you have weak hips or you really struggle
with an L sit.
Yes.
This
then it's
from seated deal is tough.
Yep, because then your feet and legs become almost rocks pulling you down.
That's how I felt with every L sit ever. Why are my legs pulling me down? Yeah, the other thing that's a little weird is the hand release box get over, and people are why the hand release? That's what Eric asked before the workout. It was really that's just a way to make sure that people aren't rebounding their feet off the box. So leaving your hands in the box, jumping the feet down and popping back up, like they did at Rogue, and 2 people tore their Achilles. So we're not going to do that. So it's the equivalent of forcing a step down or basically saying no rebounding.
Ben is forcing you all to keep your Achilles right where they're supposed to be.
Yeah. Sorry. Not sorry. If only CrossFit cared about your Achilles as much as I do. The time has really told that they just don't give a rip about anybody's health.
No, that Achilles.
Forging a
That
leg
Achilles
health,
can
one
go.
Achilles at a time. Ruining one accountant's life, one box jump at a time.
Accountant. It's just wild.
Oh gosh.
And then there were two.
Number 2. Is this the last round? Six.
No, you got one more. We should go to 18 minutes, no?
Yeah.
6 rounds, 3 minutes
Yes.
a round. See how quick I
Second
am
to
at
last
that
round.
math, bro?
Yeah.
Big math guy. Is this coming out before camp or during
Yeah,
camp?
we'll probably publish this like right around like maybe the day of camp.
Okay. Did you come out of this workout with like a sick bicep pump?
No. Honestly, it was more legs and lungs.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like anytime I do any semblance of a legless rope climb, though, I come out like feeling like Popeye, but I guess it's not enough volume.
It's just not enough. Yeah.
Well,
Again,
volume's like
I'm
the,
saying
not
this
the word.
like it's like,
density.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's spread out quite a bit, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. 18 rope climbs to 12 feet across 18 minutes is low density.
That 12 feet is a kicker, though. It's such a difference.
It
between
makes
12
a
and
huge
15.
difference, right? And people are like, "Oh, it's only 3 feet," but it's the 3 feet that you're climbing, right? Like
Yes.
You start, the first 7 feet of a regular rope climb, you're not climbing it, right? So you're only climbing 8 feet. If you add 3 to that, it's a significant percentage of the entire thing that you actually have to climb. That's much higher.
Yes.
So usually, if it's like you have 15-foot rope climbs, and for us, we don't have any 15-foot ropes inside. So like wintertime, it's like I'm almost doing like 2 to 1.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
Ben,
at
you're
least, like,
looking
another
tired
third.
here.
It's working.
Yeah, you're
It's
like, you are drinking in the air right now, just like through your mouth, like.
I get the like basking shark, like tired face, like when I'm on any erg, I'm just like, just can't breathe.
Yeah. This is last round coming up.
Yeah, last rest period here. Yeah, so originally, if people are paying attention, I had both knee sleeves up around my knees, thinking that I might go to a knee over top of the box. If it was 4 to 8 inches, like you set up some like jerk blocks that are pretty high or something, like that would definitely be more of a feasible technique option. But in a relatively fast workout where you're not doing like you're not doing like 20 or 30 of the box get overs, it's just too slow to go to a knee. So I think for again a lot of the guys who are at least my height, it's just going to be way faster to land the feet like we both are and go over rather than going down to a knee and like spinning around. And then also like the knee sleeves just are enough compression where it starts to cut off the circulation. to
Yeah, I was about to say
lower
that.
leg. And when like it's not a lot of pressing through your calves, but your calves are working during an air bike.
Yeah.
So it's like enough where if you got some tight knee sleeves on there, it makes a difference.
Yeah, I mean, my quads would be so friggin' pumped if I had knee sleeves on.
Yeah, so this one we had over a minute to bike.
It's that last round. You gotta push it.
So like in a competition setting, like especially if you tested this out at all, we'd both be on there the entire second minute. I think ladies will be a little different depending on their ability. It could be anywhere from 30 to 45 seconds, which I think we talked about this. We want people to be on the bike at least 30 seconds, which you can still get I mean, even if you're kind of like working to get there in 30 seconds is still plenty of time to like put some effort into the bike and still feel like it's a good workout.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll probably be like our cut off for people to scale. Like if you can't get to the bike in 30 seconds, something needs to give in the first half of the workout from a scaling point of view.
Yeah, because like you said, the goal here is to get a good enough time on the bike that you're really pushing yourself and getting that cardiorespiratory response. And so if you're skating in and just getting 10 seconds on the bike, you're not getting anything out of it.
Basking shark. There it was.
I've never heard it referred that way. Oh, so tired. He looks less tired than you.
Yeah. Eric's in really good shape. I think if he tried as hard as me, things would go really well for him. That's my only advantage, is I'm willing to be in pain for a long time.
So, Eric, expectation versus reality.
I think reality met expectations. I thought that was going to get spicy round 4, and it did.
Any advice for strategy? Pacing?
Man, I don't know. I feel like just for me, like, play to your strengths. So I just went as hot as I could on the ropes and the box jump overs, and just gave me plenty of time because I knew I was going to be dogging it on the bike.
Yeah, whereas like somebody's not as good on the rope might have to get to the bike and sprint.
Right.
And just not have as much fatigue when they could be there.
Right.
Sweet, dude. Nice jump.
Thanks. You too.
Thanks for watching today. Be sure to share this workout and take it on with some friends. If you want to learn more about how to optimize your performance for the sport of CrossFit, or if you're interested in hiring one of our coaches, head over to zorfitness.com. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe. Best of luck on the workout, and as always, stay the course.